Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War. It's remastered. Today on Ringing Bloom, it's gonna be Sn0w, it's gonna be the Macro Zerg action, and in the top right, we've got Sn0w. He's purple, and he's Barotas. How fun is that? Top left, we've got action. Again, the Macro Zerg. He loves macroing, but also, you gotta mix it up sometimes, man. You gotta do early builds, or else people just assume you're going macro all the time, and then they counter it by going extra macro and then out macroing you. So check it out, man. This is Ringing Bloom. I haven't cast a game on this map in a while. JYJ and Queen are watching. Don't need their vision. And yeah, Ringing Bloom, man. A good map for drops and carriers sometimes, even against Zerg. So we'll see what Sn0w does here today, man. You got a nice save expansion for your second, a third base here that is super hard to hold off, especially against Zerg, but maybe you want your third here. Or you want it here, man. So, check it out, man. Ringing Bloom. Such a weird map. So, we'll check it out. Oh, check. Reveal and accept. There we go. I think that's what we wanted. Yeah. And then also, you got these super fun Overlord cocoons sitting here, which you can actually put a drone inside that and build a creep colony. We've seen it. We've seen it on this map. Zerg players doing it, setting up creep colonies inside the on the creep here. It's to help wall off and stuff. It's weird. Like, you can build one defensively as a Zerg player or offensively as a Zerg player, and it's super cool. I don't see any indication that's what Action wants to do. He doesn't know where Sn0w is, I guess. So maybe when he finds out, he'll change his mind. But we've got ourselves a hatch first, back at the safe location, and it's a Nexus first. Okay, so now this is actually a decent time to maybe try it. He's sending a drone out, scouting bottom left, unfortunately. If you were scouting top right, he might consider going for the Sunken Rush. He's got a pool on the way. Overlord sees the probe coming and says, yeah, this is probably Protoss here based on the timing, but let's make sure we can actually check out what's going on here from Sn0w. I believe this is a 2023 replay. Thanks again, RJB, for that one, as always. And yeah, he sees the pylon. He says, okay, well, now the drone changes its mind. Doesn't actually have to scout, right? We're just going to go home. Because we see everything. We see the forge. We see the gateway timing. We know it was a Nexus first. Probe comes in, sees the spawning pool, and says that's a hatch first. And a third base coming up down here from action. So we got a center base you can take too, but pretty rare. Pretty rare to see that happen. Historically, anyway. Probe scouting around. Really hard to do anything about this. Obviously, Overlord can't do anything about it until Dragoons are out either. Which, you know, it's gonna be a minute because the Cyber Core just started. So, second base happy for both players. Third base with the Zerg coming up quite nicely too. And what do we think? Hydra Bust on this map? Very popular on this map. Because again, the third base kind of sucks to defend against Zerg, especially. Expanding up here, you got to worry about an attack from this direction, an attack from this direction. It's just... nothing's high ground either, which just really is terrible defending against Hydralisks. So, metabolic boost coming in. Actually, a metabolic boost before lair. So he prioritizes going for speed before the lair upgrade. We'll see if he also goes for a lair. This is not really a great map for Ling flooding. You got high ground. You can put cannons up. That's just tough. Stargate on the way. That second 100 gas is in. He could get a lair if he wanted, but instead, he's making drones. He's getting an evolution chamber, and he doesn't have a Hydra Den. But he's not making any more Lings. Got to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so a handful of Lings, cannons, zealots, high ground, everything's fine. Carapace upgrade on the way. This is what I'm talking about. Action is known as the Macro Zerg, as I introduced him in the game, but he's got to do other stuff, dude. He's got to go for other crazy apparently +1 Carapace Ling timings every once in a while. He's getting a hatchery here. Okay, so this is something we see, where we go 3 base, we hatch sunken evolution chamber. We just kind of try to wall off access to this entire 3-base setup against a Protoss player. Obviously not good against Terran because, I mean, ranged attacks and tanks especially will ruin that. But against Protoss, it's pretty good. Citadel of Adun coming in. There's literally no anti-air. So I guess that's what the evolution chamber was for. Well, the +1 carapace and for the spore. So there's your 1 kill. Congratulations. You get 1 kill today, Corsair man. Excellent work. Excellent work. And now, it's so tempting because these guys are stacked up and they do catch splash damage. But yeah, every Overlord safe there. We are getting a lair now. Hydra Den is now getting started. Ling's on hold position. Might just straight up die. Oh, good reaction time from action. Getting out of there. Getting out. Macro hatch, macro hatch. Yeah, this feels like just a bajillion Hydras with +1 carapace coming in on its way to try to take down Sn0w. I mean, this is... Yeah, we've seen this. We've seen this very thing on Ringing Bloom before. Dude, that cannon is in trouble. A Zealot pops out just in time. The Lings go for the run by anyway. They're really here for scouting more than anything else, but if they can kill a couple probes, they'll take it. It's like, yeah, nothing too surprising in here. It's not hiding, like, DT tech or anything in here, right? No. And now Hydras are out. Hydra plus Spore means death. Death to the Corsairs. Not much doing here. They've got map control, which is very, very good, but what they don't have is the ability to... you know, actually kill anything, which Corsairs really like to do. Yeah, they're checking. They're like, did you leave an Overlord out here at all, or what? Lings at the very least, knowing there's not a third base here. The Corsairs getting scouts off. No fast hive or anything like that. There is a Spire. So it's a Spire and a Hydra Den and a Carapace upgrade on these Lings. Is he just Ling flooding? He's got a couple Hydras. They seem like they're more for base defense. I mean, he's getting their range upgrade and everything, but... Overlord movement. Is he going to try to Ling drop? Dude, action. You're insane, man. You can't hope to Ling drop here today against Sn0w and get something done. Can you? I mean, I'm kind of impressed. Honestly, if you are. Storm is on the way. Is going to be good against Lings, good against Hydras, good against Lurkers, good against Mutas. I mean, the Psy Storm is a good answer to everything. Finally getting a +1 air weapons is interesting. I don't know what prompted Sn0w to go for a +1 air weapons now, as opposed to when he started making all these Corsairs, but he's doing it. I mean, I guess he saw the Spire and was like, a Muta tech switch could actually cause some problems for me. But it's Lings, dude. It is Lings with a Carapace upgrade. It's gotta be drops, right? Look at these Hydras, all just kind of parked. I don't think they have the speed upgrade. This is a lot of Zerglings to make for really no reason. Fourth base coming down the left side. And the problem with dropping is that the Corsairs see your drop coming and they obliterate your Overlords, and then your drop is dead and you're the saddest of pandas. Zealots sharking around. Defending this fourth base against the Zealots is going to be very important. They've got speed. They've got +1. They are mean little guys. Lurker aspects coming in. This is definitely not a normal PvZ. But it's Ringing Bloom. It's a weird map. Like, what else do you want from this thing? Okay, Ling Hydra, all the Ling Hydra in the world here against Mass Speed Lot with Storm support. Great initial Storm there. 6 kills off of that one storm. It's like, okay, well, do we have enough Zerg? It was all the Zergs in the world, but Psystorm can sometimes handle all the Zerg in the world, as it turns out. But yeah, feel free to tap that like button and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 69,000 subs on the channel. Like in the next couple months or so. I think it's a good milestone to hit. Ling's going for a bit of a run by again. Maybe kill that cannon. Yeah, definitely. The Carapace upgrade. Okay, so that cannon dies. That's value. We'll take that. Into the second base we go again. DT's into the fourth. No! How many times do we have to see this, Zerg players? Lings are sort of trying to kill a gateway, but kill the drones, kill the drones, kill the drones, kill the drones. He's going for the non-guaranteed damage, folks. He's got +2 attack, which means 46 damage. Oh, okay, never mind. He guaranteed. He got it, man. DT Corsair at 10 minutes kills the fourth base. The third base is running here for Sn0w. I thought Action was doing so well until that happened. You're doing very well until everyone died. Name that TV show. Lurkers targeted and killed. Psystorm coming in here as well. Hydra's falling back to the Lurker. The Lurker detection is available. Yes, Obs does come in. I don't know if there's enough Zerg to do this. Reinforcements come in, kill one of the Corsairs, 2 of the Corsairs. Almost gets a third Corsair there. The Hydras are running from the Zealots and the DTs especially as much as they can. Yeah, trying to come up here, and they do snipe a High Templar. Zealots buffering for their guy, the Archon, which is very vulnerable to these Hydralisks. A new base from Action would be good. He doesn't have the money for it, though. This is a crazy game. 114 to 80 supply. Sn0w is up. He's countering. These Overlords here for detection purposes are now getting smashed in the back of the head by the Corsairs. Once again, kind of falling back. Sn0w, every time it seems like he's going to head out and do something, he just kind of falls in the middle here. Charging in again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I don't know. Lurker, Sunken Hydra, pretty good in this situation. Archon at the back, not getting any... There you go. Getting some good hits off there. Maybe more Sunkens would be nice, but maybe it's enough. Maybe it is enough. Checking to make sure the fourth base doesn't exist. Getting a free drone kill. The drone fights back a little bit, mediocrely, and dies. Oh, the Corsairs are all dead. The Corsairs are all dead. Is a Muta tech switch perhaps in the future here from Action here at 12 minutes? What do you think? Would not be a bad idea. He doesn't have a ton of minerals, and he doesn't have a ton of gas, partially because this fourth base doesn't actually exist. DT checking for bases in the bottom left here. Anywhere else the Zerg player could be trying to expand to a fourth base? No, there's nothing there, which has got to make Sn0w so happy. It is. It's a Mutatech switch. You can't make like 12 Mutas, but I think he just fired up about 5 or 6 of them. Detection with Hydra, with Lurker defending the fourth base as it gets replanted here. But, dude. Oh, good reaction time on this Storm Drop attempt. Oh, just a Zealot drop attempt. Not even a Storm Drop attempt. Intriguing. Yeah, drones fighting a little bit. Hydra's clearing it out too, trying to take down this extractor. That's probably not happening very well. Oh, just kidding. They got the extractor. Wow, Zealots do take a while to kill. That's going to slow the gas income down by Action so much. You might want to take an extractor at this base now, just to make up for the fact that he's losing out on so much gas. And checking for a fourth base down this way. Sn0w is going down there. Scourge are on the way to help deal with the Corsairs, which are getting restarted, and also more particularly to try to snipe down the Obs so the Lurkers can get their terrible, terrible damage done. Okay, fourth base, getting saturated a little bit. The natural gas is back, not saturated, should be. Action needs that gas. And he's just not picking it up. He's finally getting a gas at the fourth. I don't think... Does he not know he made an extractor here? He's trying to do a million things at once. I get it. But this hurts. This hurts immensely. I just don't like this for action. He's down 30 supply. He's on even base count to the Protoss. It's a pretty vulnerable position to be in anyway in a regular game, but this... The 4th base getting killed like that. Scourge on the newly rebuilt Corsair group. The Mutas are trying to engage. That's not exactly what they want to be doing. They're all pretty injured there. They're getting chased out of there immediately. Lings check for a base down here. No base up here. Pretty well defended. Zealots, cannons, and a High Templar. Thank you very much. With available 250 max energy, 159 on the setup right now. 184 to 150 supply. Charging in. Adrenals on the way. Filer Mound coming in. And Sn0w just continuing to kind of shark around. High Templar picked! In exchange for no Mutalisks. That's a win for action. He might have to defend with the Mutas here, though, which is never what he wants to do. Lurker's joining the party a little bit late, but better late than never, I always say. It's a narrow choke to engage in, even if you have detection. And Sn0w falls back. He does not like what he's seeing here. Lings are like, aha! We caught you trying to expand down this way. Oh, I thought you were a probe. Never mind. Come right in, sir. Really working away on the Overmind Cocoon. For some reason, like, what's he worried about there? I don't know. These ones too are getting attacked. What the heck? Probe snipe. Great probe snipe. God, the Zealots are too busy trying to kill the Overmind Cocoons. They're gonna lose another probe, dude. Action. Oh my gosh, the Lings were not paying attention enough. They could have killed yet another probe. So weird. Lurkers, Hydras, Mutas, Lings charging across the map. Yeah, got one. Got the other one. Congratulations, I guess. Hive is done. Consume's on the way. Upgrades for Lings coming in. Did we get Adrenal? Yeah, we got Adrenal. Good man. All right, so Action has Adrenal. He's got Consume. He needs to start Plague here soon. We're getting into the late game. The late game. Trying to expand to a 5th. I'm thinking about maybe just staging an attack here or expanding here. He's got a drone in position to do it. A lot of weird stuff going around right now. Killing these, I don't know what that's for exactly. And then Muta's stopping the death of that one. This attack up into the 5th base is a big deal. The Lurkers need to be split well. Action holding it is kind of integral to him winning this game. I mean, not that it's a base yet. Man, the splits here are good. Ling cracklings rolling in on top of these Dragoons. Good. Dark Swarm too. Inside the Dark Swarm, Dragoons need to get out of there. Archons and Zealots can't stay. Psy Swarm can also stay as well. It's 180 to 130 supply in favor of Sn0w here at 19 minutes, and I just don't see how Action has enough macro to keep up at this stage of the game. This base cannot happen for him, which means this base is not available, which means expanding here is a nightmare. What are you going to send? Really? You're just going to send these guys in? What? I think he's move commanding. Let's see if there's a base here. Okay, well, Psystorm inside the Dark Swarm again. Sn0w's up 180 to 119. Supply. The Archon is getting surrounded and hit, but then the Storm chases the Zerg away. High Templar gets picked off on the run out. Base coming up at the 12 o'clock here. Finally, that drone gets to do something. Bottom right base is seen by the Overlord. Yeah, you can see that warping in. That's some good vision right there. Plague is on the way. What a crazy, crazy tight game this is right now. Plague is the great equalizer. If you can survive to Plague, you can do an okay job winning this game. Entirely possible. Lings running in 2 or 3 at a time. Even with the Dark Swarm, guys, not enough to send... Oh, the Plague, though. The Plague! Ooh, got him. Got him good. A Zealot checking to make sure there's not anything down there. That way, that could be a problem. Heading up just pretty much to defend this base. Lurker burrows in. Plagued dudes get eaten by Lurkers. Where is the detection? I don't see any Lurker spines getting some work done here. Just kind of parked on top of Lurkers, but the drones are running through an active war zone, and they're going to get killed even with the Lurkers being here. Another Plague down. Like 2 of the drones made it to that base. That was a terrible decision. We've got Corsairs running around hunting Overlords at the natural base, which is not something we've seen in a while here. 185 to 127 supply. More Overlords going to get killed. It's going to be even harder. Okay, Scourge taking down the Corsairs. Is that the last of the Corsairs? It might be. It's hard to know. It's a big map. There's a lot of stuff going on. Protoss falling back, running for its life right now. Yeah, man. Cracklings are in this mix. They've got ye old 2-2 upgrades. Dragoons are at 3-1-3. The attack into the 4th base again. Do they not have detection? The Observer comes in a little bit late. Big Lurker spines in. But the Archon survives with 43 shields and 3 shields apiece. This 4th base is in trouble. Protoss is expanding in the bottom right, and it looks like Action is in just the worst position here at 21 minutes. He's going to lose the hatch again. 1 time to DTs. 1 time to Archons here. And I think, yeah, I don't think there's anywhere he can go from this point, man. Yes, he got a 5th base, but he lost his 4th in the meantime. GG Action taps out, and our guy Sn0w, gets the win in 22 minutes and 5 seconds. Wow. What an absolutely fantastic showing there. That is just a wonderful game from Sn0w. He was patient. Yeah, that was the biggest deal. And Action just not leaving anything to defend his 4th base against DTs killed him. It happens over and over and over and over again. I'm kind of tired of seeing it, and Zerg players need to figure this out because you can't drop games. Look, if this was anybody but Sn0w, I'd be like, yeah, maybe you can pull it back from there. But against Sn0w especially, it just means you're dead. You're too far behind. He's getting upgrades. He's getting the Storm and the Archons and everything he needs to beat you late game, and he's going to have 11 kill Archons and 8 kill Archons, and High Templar with 1 kill, 5 on that guy. Yeah, Dragoons with 3-1-3, and just keeping track of the map, expanding himself all down this right side, making it really hard for the Zerg player to take these bases. And that did it for him. So good man, dude. All those Lings early from Action, I think, hurt him too. Right? All those Lings that could have been drones, all those Lings that could have been a faster 4th base, I don't think they did anything. So I don't know what he was planning to do with them, but whatever it wasn't enough. End of the day, 183,000, 143,000 points here in favor of Sn0w. Action outproducing, getting outkilled by a 3-1 margin, though, is huge. Structures raised 9-4, and an outspend by Action, but only by about 3,000 resources, which can be enough. But not if you lose your 4th base twice. If you lose your 4th base twice, it's the end. All right, that was a lot of fun. Thanks again for showing up for another edition of Falcon Paladin's casting of Brood War. That's going to be it from me. Go ahead and check me out on places like Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky and all sorts of social media locations. Just search Falcon Paladin. You'll find me. Hit that like button here and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw and what you heard today. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching. You take care of yourself.